And how is everybody doing today? I hope everybody's having an awesome day. I know I am. Got some client stuff done, got a bunch of stuff done on Twitter. Just kind of an interesting day. I just accidentally almost blew my eardrums out from listening to something else. So I hope everybody's having an awesome day. I'm not sure, just so everybody knows, I'm not sure about the connection today because they were working on our internet last night, still some remaining stuff from the storm. So if it craps out, it craps out. There's not much I can do about it. I'm sorry if I get glitchy. It is just what it is. Um, However, today I wanted to say hi to everybody real quick, and then I want to talk about if Amberlynn Reid should get weight loss surgery or not, like what I think about it, because I really do think it's important for people to understand like exactly the everything involved with it and stuff like that too. Like because I think that it's like kind of a misnomer that people are having a hard time, getting there with this. So let me pull this back a little bit. Let me pull it back a little bit and sit back, and we're just going to go through it because we're going to go over her video, and then we're going to do a bunch of stuff talking about this. We have a few people up in here at the top. Shut. I don't know what the fuck shut means. So if you mean, please do put your thoughts. Anyway, I'm going to say no if she doesn't learn how to eat right. And we'll talk about this again. Nonstop uncontrollable eating has been her issue. I know she, and hi Frank, hi Shy, hi Miss Boss, live chill life. How the fuck are you? I hope everything is good. Give me 1 second here. I want to check out one more thing. Okay, it looks like we're decently clear, so I'm just going to keep going on with the podcast. Nice, it's the first time a notification ever worked. That's awesome. I think she would get surgery. Slatsukin, Erica, Miss Boss, Squeaky Wombat. How are you doing, Squeaky Wombat? I like the name. I feel bad for her. Hello, wanted to and welcome to another episode of I Can't Do It on My Own, featuring a strong, happy, independent woman. It's funny. And again, just so you know, it's a pinned comment on the Alan Roberts channel, but you can buy our book, Beyond Willpower, The Hunger Management Method, where we outline how we help coach people to healthier lives. Please do check that out at the link there. You can also get our accountability coaching or the intensive coaching where I or Crystal will actually, have 2 half-hour sessions a week. We'll coach you live via Zoom. So do check those things out. Does she even have health insurance, or should we have to pay out of pocket? I believe that's part of the crux, that she is getting health insurance. I think it was a little clickbaity of her to put like, I'm getting weight loss surgery, but she's actually just getting the insurance right now. But we're going to go to her thing and talk about it. I want, everybody I miss saying hi to, hi. But I think it's just rather important that I get this out as quickly as possible in this, okay? I get that this woman has many times, and I mean many, 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 many times over, been failed at stuff, right? I completely understand that. It's not even a question that she has failed at diet after diet after diet, has literally gone back to the same diet multiple times. It's not even a question. Okay. So I'm here to say that actually kind of is typical of people that need to lose a tremendous amount of weight. So I'm just going to say that. I am not making excuses for Amberlynn Reid. Amberlynn Reid chooses to put her life on YouTube in terms of weight loss. I believe that in of itself is inherently bad, especially for people that have any type of eating disorder, because they oftentimes stress eat. And reading the comments that she gets is probably likely very fucking stressful. So I do think that to a great degree that obviously it's one of the reasons why I suggest to people that they shouldn't do weight loss online, that she should not do weight loss online. I do hope that if she gets a surgery and starts losing weight, that she actually finds a way to live a different life. Okay? Like that's what I want to get across to people. I'm not making this video because I'm like, haha, look at something else she's going to fail at. I personally think, and we're going to go over the video, but I'm just getting this out here at the very beginning. My thoughts on weight loss surgery are that it should be an absolute last resort to buy a little more time to save a person's life. I am not a fan of this trend that's going on lately of how they're offering it to people who are even just like 60, 70 pounds overweight or children and stuff like that. I think it's a very serious problem. And I predicted last year that the push for weight loss medications such as Ozempic, which she was on and did not do well on, and weight loss surgeries are a sign of our times. They are going to be pushed very heavily by pharma and those sorts of things. It's not even, in my mind, it's not even a question. And it's been proven correct already. People are, in fact, already really pushing these medications and everything like that. They're pushing the Ozempic to the point where it has created shortages for people that actually fucking need it for their type 2 diabetes. I believe she did not do well on Ozempic because, the problem that she has is that she wants to eat. It's an emotional thing. And to be real, Ozempic and Wegovy and anything that has a semaglutide base to it should not be given to people with emotional disorders or that are on things like for they're on other medications for depression and stuff like that. From everything I've read, like one of the possible outcomes of it is suicidal ideation and things like that. So it's a little shocking to me that doctors are just prescribing this willy-nilly. And I can't believe I just used the phrase willy-nilly. But I personally believe that weight loss surgery, while it is a valid tool for people that need to lose extreme amounts of weight, I believe that it, in fact, is something that should be used as an absolute last resort, like the person has failed at just about everything. And that, frankly, describes Amberlynn Reid. She's failed multiple time after time after time after time after time after time for weight loss to the point where, I mean, the loss and regain every single time just doesn't seem to be like she'll never catch up. Like if she explodes in weight again here soon, she could absolutely 100% end up way bigger than what she is now, or what she was before. She could end up well over 600 pounds. It could kill her. So my point to this is that I am not against her getting weight loss surgery. I actually think that it's something that she should do. Now, we're going to see her video on it real quick. So everybody chill with the comments real quick. I'm going to get to these two real quick. Hi, Alan. I took Mobility for a month and I didn't really see any difference. I took it at bedtime. Do you recommend taking a different time of the day? I honestly, if you didn't see much of a difference, I don't know what to tell you. What all were you eating? What all you're drinking? Because the thing is, it helps diminish hunger. If you're still eating a lot of ultra processed carbohydrates, you're going to be hungry no matter what, because that's a different kind of hunger. That's blood sugar hunger. That's kind of insulin regulated. If you didn't see much of a difference, I would suggest you try something else, just like Amberlynn Reid is. To me, very few people have ever come to me in the last 6 months or so have ever come to me and said that they've haven't noticed an effect by it. For some people, it takes a week or two to kick in. If you took it for a whole month and didn't notice a difference, I would suggest maybe you try something different. I would wonder how much you're hydrating and wonder how much that you are eating processed carbohydrates, especially sugar, that would cause you to be hungry, because that's a very anomalous result, is what I would say. Amberlynn Reid loves attention. I'm sure she enjoys the hate comments. I don't think she does. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't think she does. I think Amberlynn Reid is stuck. I think a lot of these people are stuck in their weight loss channels. That's why I tell people not to start a weight loss channel. If you've lost weight already and want to start a channel about how you lost weight, I think that's a little healthier. But if you are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds overweight, you are going to fail a bunch of fucking times. Chances are you're going to fail a bunch of fucking times. And it's going to be broadcast for people to see. And then it's going to get toxic. And if you are 400 or 500 pounds, emotionally, I just don't believe you're prepared for what it could possibly come in the comments. I just really don't, Stress eating is a big problem for me, so I get that, absolutely. If she is imminently about to die, then yes, but it wouldn't solve the routing issue. I completely agree. I agree that it's not going to solve her issues at all, but it might buy her some time. And I do believe she's running out of time. I think she's running out of time. At some point in time, she could trip, fall, really hurt herself. She could fall for real, because I still don't necessarily believe she fell the last time. And I think to a great degree that she's reaching the end of her rope. She's back up. She's gained 40 pounds recently, quickly too. It is a problem. So she needs to get it addressed. She needs to buy some time that she can have some decent weight loss for about a year, to then work on the habits in the state of diminished hunger. She would have to still completely have to change how she eats. I would hope that this would be under doctor supervision, but I personally believe that Amberlynn Reid should get weight loss surgery as long as she can find a good surgeon to actually do the follow-up with and everything like that. I think she's at the end of her rope. So should she get it? Do I think it's going to work? I'm saying 50-50, but I'm also saying that if she doesn't do it, she's likely dead in a couple of years. I mean, that's my thing. Making excuses for people is belittling them, really. Anyone has ability in them. We need empowerment as people, not sympathy. I kind of agree with that to a pretty good extent, obviously, but she's failed at everything. She's failed at every weight loss attempt. She's failed at keto. I think she's going back on Weight Watchers. And she openly admits these failures, which is another reason why, I personally prefer her over Amberlynn. Amberlynn's much better than Amberlynn. To me, at least, Amberlynn knows she's a fucked up train wreck, and that's an important thing, Would it even be safe for her? I do think it would be safer for her than not getting it and still continuing upon this route. I don't think within the next couple of years she will. I don't think she's got a couple of years left in her if she doesn't do something dramatic, And I've had people be like, "Well, you should send her no morbidities." It's not. Here's the thing: it is not to me, it's not even hunger. I likely bet that she eats while she's already full, which is the scary thing I have for her when it comes to weight loss surgery, because the chance of her just distending her stomach back out, or actually hurting herself with food once the surgery's done, are decently high. I'm just saying, I don't think she's going to live another couple of years if she doesn't do it. This isn't like an Amberlynn thing. This is you visibly have seen this woman gain weight 40 fucking pounds in the last couple of weeks, the last month and a half. That is a tremendous amount of calories to be taking in, to already be 460 pounds, and then to gain 40 pounds within 6-week period of time, 8-week period of time. That is a tremendous amount of excess calories. That is 2,000 calorie excess a day, just about. That's fucking crazy talk. Let's see. Weight loss surgery is complete life-changing surgery. You can't go back. You have a special diet and have to stick to it. My coworker had it done, and she has tons of restrictions and 15 plus vitamins and supplements. That's the thing. She's going to have to stick to it, or it's going to kill her. But in my opinion, if she doesn't do this, she's probably going to die. And I'm not trying to be mean. She's probably going to die. She's going to eat herself to death. We're watching it happen. That's why I don't watch her content. This one was just sent to me because of the weight loss surgery thing. It baffles me that people will do the surgery and weird drugs when the situation could be so simple and safer with diet, lifestyle change. I agree 100%. But for some people, with that, if you're 300 pounds, suck it the fuck up, fix that shit. 500 pounds, especially for a woman, there are so many hormonal fucked up shit and emotions and everything like that. I don't think she has it in her. And I'm still not saying it can't be done, because I've seen it done for women, 500 pounds to 150 pounds, 160 pounds. I'm not saying it can't be done. I'm just saying that Amberlynn's not going to do it. That's for fucking sure. She's not going to. I don't have faith in her enough that she is going to get under 400 pounds, which is still tragically ill, by herself. There's no not a fiber of my being believes that she's going to get under 300 pounds by herself. Not any bit of me. Nothing. No, nothing like when I encourage all of you to think about this. Sit yourself back and ask yourself, do you think that at any time, do you have any faith at all in Amberlynn Reid to get under 300 pounds in her lifetime without having the surgery? Do you think that in any way she will get under 300 pounds, which is still unhealthy as fuck for her? That's still morbidly obese. That's still humongous. 300, like that for us to even be discussing that this woman's going to lose 200 pounds to be 300 pounds and still be morbidly obese, like massively morbidly obese, very sickly, very, very, very ill. A 300-pound average height woman is extremely ill. We should be terribly concerned for any woman that is 300 pounds. Any woman that is 300 pounds is in very serious health jeopardy, you know? And I can't possibly see her getting to 300 pounds. I just can't. Not a fiber of my being. And I'm pretty good at this shit. You know, like not a fiber of my being tells me that she's going to get under 300 pounds at all by herself, at all. Without this surgery, not at all. Do I think the surgery is going to get her there? 50-50 chance. For real. Like, I mean, 50-50 at best is what I'm thinking. This is a last ditch resort. Like, I really believe that she should absolutely, and I encourage all of you to actually encourage her instead of let's try something different. Instead of what she normally gets, everybody should be on this. Everybody should be realistic about her. Everybody should be saying, you should do this, because she's going to die. Like, people realize, like, she is going to die within the next few years unless she changes this shit. This is not like she's like, a couple hundred pounds. Like, she's humongous. Like, I mean, she's very, very, very sickly and eating very poorly. And the food she eats are very damaging. Like, she's tried everything that she can possibly do emotionally. Should she be emotionally stronger? Yes, she should be emotionally stronger. Absolutely. But she's not. I mean, saying that she should do this and should do that is not going to change the fact that she's not going to do it. I don't believe it for a second. I don't believe that just because people in her comment section are saying to her, you should do this and you should do that, means she's going to do it, because it's been years and that's been happening for years, and she's not going to do it. She's not going to do it. She needs something that will force her to lose weight, a good portion of weight, like 100 pounds, and try to see if in that time frame, because she's got about a year, just so we're honest. There's normally about 1 year of rapid weight loss for people to get weight loss surgery, especially of her size. You could probably lose just without even basically fucking trying 100 to 125 pounds. After that, just to be honest, after that rapid weight gain very much slows down, and the habits they've built over that year or so are what guide them to the rest of the weight loss. If they start eating in a way that is going to, stretch their stomach out, they're going to get big again. It's bad. That's very bad, because now you have all of these absorption issues and problems with your digestive system from getting weight loss surgery, and you in fact still are eating like shit. Like, she needs to stop eating anything. She should never touch sugar ever again in her life. She should not touch processed carbohydrates ever again in her life. But me saying she shouldn't do this and shouldn't do that is not going to stop her from doing it. She needs the surgery, because if without the surgery, she's not going to stop. I refuse to believe that she can possibly do it. So since I don't believe at all that she could possibly do this on her own, I think she should get the surgery. I hope that made sense. Supposedly Hollywood is all over Ozempic, very popular. It's a very seriously harmful drug too. It is not, like, it's got issues. Like, it's got tons of side effects. I can't believe, like, Hollywood is a fucking deviant, fucking immoral bastion anyway, No, she should not. She will use it as another excuse to eat what she wants, but she's already doing that. That's what I'm saying. She's already doing that. Like, she's already doing that. Like, anybody that is telling me that she is eating clean or not eating shit she's not supposed to is full of shit. I mean, I get where you're coming from. She'll use it as another excuse to eat whatever she wants, but at least she'll fucking lose weight doing this, probably. And it will catch up to her quickly. Like, there's a lot of things that they can't eat right off the bat anyway. But I mean, high fatty foods like pizza and shit like that are not fucking good. She should use this as a way to just eat protein. It'll start off with protein shakes because there's no fucking way that they can actually digest protein. It starts off with just protein shakes. Like, she needs to use this as a way to get there because she's already doing this. Like, you understand? Like, I get where you're coming from. She makes tons of excuses because, as a newsflash, most 500 people do. Most 500-pound people act very much like Amberlynn Reid. I'm just going to be honest. Most 500 or 600-pound people act very much like Amberlynn Reid. The only difference is we don't see how they act. And to her credit, even though I think it's accidental most of the time, she shows us how fucked up she is. I think it's a lot accidental, but like, she's doing this already, and she's acting like most 500 or 600-pound people. So maybe try taking in the afternoon. It seems to work for me. Keep hydrated. I use it, and no morbidity. The only thing that can help Amberlynn Reid is an inpatient program and or live-in people. I still don't think that will help. I just got to be real. I still do not think that will help. I think she'll go into the inpatient program unless they plan on keeping her there for like a year and a half. I still don't think that will help. Do I think it's better than what she's got going on? Yes, it has a better chance. I would give that like a 20% chance of working over the 50% chance of the weight loss surgery. Because with the weight loss surgery, there's going to start being pain equated to overeating, like serious pain, where she probably doesn't feel pain in it right now from overeating. So taking no morbidity, I didn't even notice my hunger was gone. Loving it. Can't wait to get the last 20 pounds off of it with the holidays. That's awesome. Thank you very much. Take it earlier and reduce carbs. It really works. Thank you very much, CC. Amberlynn Reid needs to address her psychological issues first. She doesn't have time. And and just to be real, Jessica, I'm not a huge fan of that. Like, people are like, I need to work on my mental health first before I get physically healthy. That's not a fucking realistic thing. I mean, because you're never going to be mentally healthy when you are 500 pounds. There's too much inflammation. There's too many hormonal issues. Plus, there's too much like self-hatred that is required to be 500 pounds. Like, you need to have some serious hatred about yourself to stay 500 pounds, to be 500 pounds. So it's fucking, I mean, I hear what you're saying, but she needs to just keep going. So trying to keep up with the YouTube channel takes her focus off what's important. It's really sad. It really is. But I don't think she can do anything else to make money, just to be real. Life by Jen should have been a wake-up call for all the girls. Should have been, but notice how that got just done talking about. Like, I wasn't going to make a video about somebody dying. We did talk about it on live, but I wasn't going to make a video about somebody dying. But, I mean, it should have been, but it wasn't, you know. Hey, what's up, Big Spoon Bear? I don't know how a person could fail at keto. It actually works if you stick with it in a month. I agree. Failed more times than like one. What's up, the Pat fan? How are you? It doesn't help that Amberlynn Reid's girlfriend is clearly an enabler and even a feeder. That's disgusting, and somebody should step in. But again, she's not going to be able to feed her much for a little while. Thank you for the feedback. We'll look further into processed carbohydrates and try Nomo again. If you're eating processed carbohydrates, you're going to be hungry. I'm just saying. Like, if you're eating processed carbohydrates, nothing is going to stop you from being hungry. Well, not nothing, but no morbidity is not going to. I mean, if you eat a lot of sugar and processed carbohydrates, you're spiking your insulin levels and you're spiking your blood sugar every time you eat that stuff. That's a different kind of hunger. This no morbidity works on the biological mechanism of stomach hunger and stress relief, and it works with the decoupling of the protein 1 enase from abdominal fat, from like visceral fat, but it absolutely does not stop any type of blood sugar cravings or anything like that. And so if you start your day with an English muffin with cinnamon sugar on it, guess what? You're gonna be fucking hungry all day, no matter what the fuck you take in, because you're gonna have a blood sugar spike. It's just reality. She needs proper therapy, not a therapist that lets her eat whatever she wants. I agree, but like the fucking, I agree with everything what you guys are saying, that she should do this and she needs this and she needs that and she should do this. She's not, and she doesn't. Like, she's not going to do it, and she doesn't have those things. She's not going to open her mind up to any of this shit while she's still 500 pounds. I, again, tell you, I profess to you, and I'm going to let everybody know, and I really mean this, and this is not an insult to fucking enormous-ass people, but enormous ass people do not think very rationally. A 500-pound person is not going to think the same way other people think. Amberlynn Reid acts very much atypical of other 500-pound women that I have spoken to. They just aren't on YouTube to advertise it. That's my professional opinion, that she acts very similarly to how other 500, 600-pound people act. 400 even pound people act, 400 plus pound people act, where she is in the throes of food addiction, making tons of excuses for it. And she should do this and should do that, but does not, because they don't. It is what it is. Like, it very much is what it is. She's an extreme case that needs. I completely. That's what I'm saying. Like, she absolutely needs the surgery. I was like, that until I hit rock bottom. I would never eat. I would eat even after being full. And that's a big thing. Many binge eaters do. It's not about being hungry. Now, extraneous hunger can trigger off binge eating, especially if it's different types of hunger. Like, again, the blood sugar hunger that we were just talking about with the person. That's why product 2 is going to address blood sugar issues. But just being extra hungry, being micronutriently deficient in some ways can absolutely cause hunger also. And then the person keeps eating and eating and eating, even after they're full. It's the food. It is the food. Either way, she needs discipline. I get it. I love how she's going from trying a high-fat diet with keto and low-fat diets with Weight Watchers. She probably doesn't realize they replace the fat with sugar in the low-fat diet. I know. I know. I mean, Weight Watchers is horrific. I'm sorry. And I mean, it or WW now, because we can't say Weight Watchers because, fucking people are pussies. But Weight Watchers is horrific. It's so convoluted. I can't even fucking get over it. Can it be as simple as just spending a lot more time in physical training and eating an appropriate and healthy amount? It could be that, but she's not going to do that. And there shouldn't be a lot more time of physical training. Your weight and health should not be dependent upon long hours of physical activity. They should be dependent upon your acts of daily living activity. And you should build acts of daily living, such as walking all the time, walking places, standing a lot more often, doing things like that. Athletic training, spending a lot more time physical training. Physical training is for like athletic endeavors or physique or stuff like that, in my opinion, just as a weight loss coach. But she should, it could be as simple as that. It's just not that simple for 500-pound people. It's a mental thing too. I'm telling you, it's not, it is, while she should do that, I completely agree. She's not going to, which is why she should get weight loss surgery. She's not going to. She's not. I mean, it's just not, Weight Watchers in Slim World don't want you to lose weight. I agree with that too. She can't stick to a diet. That's the problem. She caves whenever she hits a hurdle. I completely agree. This will remove some hurdles for a little while. This will remove a lot of hunger. Like I said, it will actually build up a negative connotation with eating in a little bit, because it will be painful for a little while. And that's actually a good thing for people of that size. I hate to say that, but having a little bit of pain when you eat, especially eat certain unhealthy items, is actually a positive thing. I'm not a fan of weight loss surgery. I mean, before anybody gets there, I'm not a fan of it. Like I said, it should be a last resort effort. This is a last resort effort. If she doesn't do this, I find it highly hard to believe she's going to be alive in 2 or 3 years. Like, fucking highly hard to believe. I don't believe that by the time I'm 55, which is like 3.5 years, that she's going to be alive. I truly don't. Unless she does something drastic. And even then, like I said, it's about a 50-50 shot that weight loss surgery is going to work for her. I really believe that. It might buy her another 5 or 10 years, no matter what. If she could get like 100 and some pounds off her in the first year of weight loss surgery, it might buy her another 5 or 10 years. It's just kicking the can down unless she actually changes the fucking the whole thing about it. But I don't see it happening unless she gets a surgery. I just really don't. She should see doctor now for my 600-pound life. I believe there was something in the works with some people from TLC about her, but I don't necessarily see that working. I agree with you though. I absolutely agree with you. In fact, if she gets it, she will be a statistic that gains it back and stretches her stomach back out because of her relationship with food. I agree. So, Mr. Allen in the house. My name is Amber, and I started my diet 154 in June, and I dropped down to 119. We just have to do it. Good for you. Don't get too small, and just thank you. Also, shout out to my awesome coworker. She has lost half her body size since 2001 and is still going. Ash, if you see this, I'm so proud of you. That's fucking amazing. Seriously amazing. I'm down from 240. That's awesome. 200 and down to 240. That's fucking amazing, Susanna. Keep up the great fucking work. That is amazing. That's amazing. If she'd hit 300 pounds, she'd still be 150 overweight. That's exactly. Like she is, like that's the thing people need to understand. She is 3.5 times the size she should be. If she could do all this shit, if she could just manage her diet, if she could just get activity, she would. She can't. She cannot. We have seen this same scenario for years. A lot of you people that watch her all the time, because I just fucking can't. I can't. But a lot of you people that watch her all the time call it her cycle. Like this is the cycle she goes by. We know this is the thing. She needs, in my mind, she needs to do this to break the cycle because she's not going to unless this is done. I mean, I just don't believe it. I'd be shocked if she got under 400 pounds. To be honest, me too. I will be shocked. I say she should get it. I'm not thinking it's gonna. I'm thinking like at best it's 50-50 that it's gonna work. At best, like long-term work, at best 50-50. At best. I think she should put into a rehab as well, like Tammy was. I think that most intervention for her is better. I do not understand how if my buddy, we can visibly see him hurting himself with alcohol, even though say he gets up and goes to his job every day. Say he gets up and does all of his shit every day, but he is obviously, drinking and hurting himself, right? Every single day. How that person we can put into a rehab and we can check them in, but they won't do that for obese people. Like, I don't understand. Like, it is the thing that's killing society. It is killing America. We are too fat to protect ourselves. We are too fat to do shit for ourselves. We are too fat to actually be able to control the amount of healthcare we are using. We are too fucking fat. The society should take this way more seriously. I think she needs what Tammy Slatton did, inpatient rehab. I agree. I completely agree. She's not going to. You guys can check. 3 years ago, when I first even found out about her, that was my suggestion. She needs inpatient therapy. I have actually had discussion with her online where I've given her all the tips of our hunger management, but I've also told her that she needs inpatient therapy. I would not take her as a coaching client because I believe she needs inpatient coaching. I believe she needs inpatient therapy. Not that she asked. She did not ask. But if she asked, I would not take her as a client, just for the record. Absolutely not. You saying she should do something doesn't mean she will do it, and that it doesn't change the fact that she won't do it. How do we change that fact as people? How do we change our ways? I agree with you, but she's not gonna unless she gets the surgery. She's not gonna lose weight. I just don't think so. Musk even said he used Ozempic to slim down after that yacht pic. I mean, no, I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm just saying it's got fucking massive risk. And Elon Musk is a billionaire. He can pay the $1,300 out of pocket for it a month. It seems like they are pushing Ozempic right now for some reason. I've seen so many articles because they know they fucking got people. So after weight loss surgery, you're on shakes for 3 months after and 1 month before. Yep. Hopefully she can use that time to rewrite her shit. I don't think so. Like I said, 50-50. Let's check out what she had to say though. Ozempic is another fad, really. Ozempic is just semaglutide. They were giving semaglutide out for fucking years. This is just a higher dose of the medication. It has a black box warning on it. It's fucking crazy. I'm down from 429 to 475. I went from barely walking and working out 5 times a week to doing 150 minutes of cardio. Good for you. Keep at it. Out fucking standing. All right, so we're going to check out what Amberlynn Reid has to say. And again, I mean this. I really, 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 really mean this. Oh, here we go. Boom. And we are going to do this. And Got stuff in my way. Here we go. All right. So I have her on, just so everybody knows, I think I have her on 1.5 times speed. No, playback speed is normal. That's not going to happen. We're going to put her on 1.5 times speed. And this is Amberlynn Reid, volume up, volume up, volume up, talking about weight loss surgery. Give me one more second here. This way I can just put it right there. Oop. So I can just put it right there and it will go. Okay.
Just a little bit ago, I just wanted to randomly come on here and just like talk about what I'm thinking about. And I just
is that up as high as it can go? It is crazy.
This feels so hopeful. I currently just have so many hopes and like this wave of just like positivity run through me, and I love it. I'm getting new insurance that is going to make it to where I could possibly get weight loss surgery. This is something that is really important to me. I don't know what it is.
Okay. Just real quick, and this is what, like, this is another thing I mean. If it was really important to her, she's made enough money over the course of the last couple of years, she could absolutely pay for weight loss surgery out of her pocket. It's not even that expensive anymore. She could have absolutely done it. And again, I just wanted to be, I'm going to be as blunt as I can. I'm happy she's getting new insurance to get this done, because that is literally it. She literally has had the means to an end. If this was actually truly important to her, she would have been able to do it already monetarily. Just reality.
It is, but I feel like 2023 might be amazing for me. I just feel it. Like 2022 was rough, honestly, when it comes to health and like having to be an advocate for myself. I don't think I
2020, like, just the last, like, lifetime for you, I think she's 30, the last 30 years, at least 20 have been rough. What the fuck? I mean, like, I got to be real. You're 500 fucking pounds. This is the thing. And this is the one thing I got to say to Amberlynn Reid. Okay. Well, I'm going to wait that. I'm going to wait.
I realized how much I truly cared for myself until this year, when I felt like I was battling this whole lung situation, and I just kept fighting for myself to figure out what was wrong and what can we do to fix it. And I don't know, it just made me realize how much I like.
You're fat. That's what's wrong. Like, I mean, most of her health issues can be directly related to how she eats and being 3.5 times the size she should be.
Care and want to be better. And yeah, I have an eating disorder that is massively fighting against me while I'm trying to fight it, but I'm ready.
Welcome to the fucking club. That's the only thing I just, like, again, I will say this. I will absolutely say this. I think she should get the surgery. And I feel for her in that I feel for other, big people. Like, by big, I mean fat as fuck. But the excuses are just excuses. Like, as somebody that has very, like, I can binge like 6,000 calories at a sitting, if I wanted to. I could easily binge 6,000 calories. I could accidentally eat 4,000 calories in a day. I've got a very large appetite. It's one of the reasons why we worked on the hunger management method, which, again, you can get right up here. You can get it in the comments section below. Oh, I got to put that up. Beyond Willpower, the Hunger Management Method. It's our new book. But we developed that, but we also, of course, have No Morbidity. I believe Ember works amazing also to control my hunger. I have a full tablet in me today. And some ingredients for product 2. So these are just excuses. I'm not saying they're not. Like, I don't want anybody in the comments section to be like, oh, you're making excuses for it. No, I'm just saying she's not gonna. Like, Crystal and I have very, very good success. We have a client that I was talking to today that's lost 130 about pounds in a year, and he was a big man. He was 400 and some pounds, like 440 pounds. So less than her. And in a year, we have him down to right at 300. And then within this next year, we'll probably have him down lower. And here's Brian. I mean, Brian is actually in the chat. He was a client of mine, lost 100 and some pounds in a year too. Very anomalous though. Like, I mean, like, people need to understand it's very anomalous. And these men are men. And Like there's a big difference between a woman being that size and a man being that size. They're much taller than her. They have more musculature to them and stuff like that, right? So it's this thing where, we coach people all the time from 350 down. We get a lot of, like, it's scary how many 350-pound people we get, 350-pound people, because that means there's a lot of them. But most of the time when we have like a 500-pound person, I would say it's like 50-50, maybe even 25, 75 shot, because they really need a lot of help. Very few people can do it on their own. And we've had pretty good success with people like that. But in reality, they have to listen and they have to take the steps and they have to do it. They have to trust the process. And she doesn't. She wants something that's going to be very easy for her, clearly. She wants to make this as easy as humanly possible, so she doesn't have to, go through hunger, go through this, go through that. And talking about her eating disorder right now is already talking about the excuse she's going to use. Should this not work, eating disorder, blah, 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 right? But we'll continue here.
Ready to use a tool that I've never used before. And I know it's going to be hard. It's going to be scary. But I really, truly want weight loss surgery in 2023. Like, I would love for it to be, in just a couple months from now. Not how it works, though. I know that's going to be a journey. There's a lot that I have to do beforehand.
And that'll be the key, right? What she has to do beforehand, they're probably going to have her lose somewhere around, she's 500 pounds. They're probably going to have her lose somewhere around like 60 pounds, I would imagine, to even qualify for the surgery. Plus counselors, everything like that, blah, 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 if they're a reputable place. She could always go to Mexico, get a snip next week, But like, that's the key. Will she qualify for it, or will she allow herself? Will her self-hatred, because that's what this all stems from, will her self-hatred force her to fail at getting ready for the surgery? That's my biggest question.
Currently, right now, where my head is and how I'm feeling, I am just so tired of gaining weight or just like maintaining, because these 100 days of weigh-in, like, I've been maintaining the last couple weeks and I'm over it. Like, I know it's my fault and I just feel miserable, but
here's what I always say. She says it's her fault. She feels miserable. This is not the fake positivity that we hear from other weight loss people on YouTube. Losing a dramatic amount of weight is not fun. Like, I'm just going to I've lost I'm probably at about 190-ish pounds right now. And I'm going to lean out. I'm hopefully going to end up somewhere around literally 180 at like 10% body fat here in February, somewhere. I don't know. And that's going to be with, I'm not even taking creatine right now. There's a whole thing about it. I talked about it on the Hunger Management Support Group, which you get if you get the book, by the way. But the rationale is that, like, losing a bunch of weight is not fun by any stretch of imagination. It's a lot in your head about like how you have to change and stuff like that. I just don't think that she like I don't know if she's going to make it to surgery, but I do think she should get the fucking surgery, because I don't think that anything else is going to work. I don't, again, for the 100th time on this video, I don't necessarily think that this is going to work for her. Like I said, 50-50 at best. We'll see, though. It could add a few more years to her life. But if she does not get this surgery, I don't think she's going to be around in the next 3 years. I don't. And that's sad,
There is a tool out there that people use all the time. People like me who need help, medical help, surgical help. How I'm feeling now is I'm ready to take that step. I already chose the insurance that I want to change over to, and it is a lot more pricey a month, but I feel like it's going to be worth it. I already know what surgeon I want to see, and I have that down, and I'm hoping that I'm just approved for this insurance. I have my fingers crossed. I'll definitely keep you guys updated on that little aspect, but I have a feeling the universe might be colliding with me and we're going to be on the same page.
Don't make the fucking universe have to do shit for you. Do fucking shit. That's her problem, but it's just me saying it at this point. To her, it's just me saying it to her.
I just feel good. I feel hopeful, because I know that if I'm fighting for myself and fighting to do this, there's no possible way that's not going to happen. Because when you fight for yourself, you just keep fighting. The realistic things of life are possible.
This is why I don't like listening to any of them, because like when you do this, when you do that, everything's possible. Then why the fuck haven't you done it? So you haven't fought for yourself the entire time. Like this is why people get frustrated with her. Of course, that and the lying about the fall and shit like that. But I really hope she gets a surgery, because otherwise she's dead in a couple of years. I hate to be that blunt, but I think she's dead in a couple of years if she doesn't get it.
I think when people say everything is possible, because it's not true. I can't jump off a building, grow wings, and fly. But realistic things are possible, and changing my life in 2023 is possible, and it's my goal. So I need to figure out a plan of what to do now before I see any sort of weight loss surgeon, because obviously I'm not even approved for the insurance yet, because I just recently put in my application. So I don't know, I'm just really excited. And I know I keep saying that, but it's like I have not felt this hopeful and this positive in a long time. Like, I know you guys see my weight gain.
She sounds manic.
That's very apparent. You see it in my arms, my legs, my face, my stomach. 40 pounds is definitely noticeable on me. I look massive, and I know I do. I do.
I said the injury, like the possible injury, I still don't think she fell. I think she twisted her ankle. And I'm even doubtful about that. But either or, the excuse to lay down in bed for a couple of weeks is going to add weight onto a 500-pound person.
And I just want to change my life. And weight loss surgery is always one of those things that like scares me and stuff, but I've never wanted it this bad, ever. And if I'm
here's the thing. She sounds very manic right now. I wonder, like, she's got like Ozempic plus her other medications. She just came off of Ozempic. So like, there's so many like possible things that are, she says she's bipolar. I completely believe she's bipolar. I completely believe that. I just think that that is compounded by her actual physical weight and the food she completely gluttons herself with on a daily basis. But I also think that the constant on and off medications are a problem. And to be real, like, when you're that big, those medications don't work that well. Like, are you telling me that, like, so say she's on Lexapro. Lexapro's maximum dosage is 20 milligrams. Are you telling me that somebody a third of her size should take 20 milligrams and she should take 20 milligrams and us to expect it to fucking work the same? It's ridiculous. But they can't increase the dosage because they get cytotoxic, they get liver toxic. So it's not like she could just take 60 milligrams of Lexapro because it would her liver would burn out, or kidneys, or whatever. It would cause massive systemic organ system failures, likely. And the concept that the maximum dosage of a medication that a person, fucking 350 pounds smaller than her could take is also something that she could fucking take. So I just don't think they work all that well. Not to mention that, like, we are seeing that a lot of SSRIs don't actually fucking do anything to help with depression and shit like that. But she seems manic as fuck right now.
I'm willing to change my insurance to pay more monthly than I want it. So right now, in current time, because I want to share this journey with you guys. Come 2023, I do want to upload every other day. I am going to be trying to just film a lot more. So there can just be a lot more content for you guys, but I do want to share the journey chronologically, obviously. So right now, as it stands, weight loss surgery is what I want. 2023, that is my goal. I know the surgeon I want. I know the insurance I want. Now I'm just waiting to be approved. And I think from the time from now till I meet with the surgeon, because I'm going to be approved, I'm putting that in like the universe. I'm doing positive affirmations. I'm going to be approved for this insurance, and I'm going to see that surgeon. So from now till I see the surgeon, I'm going to probably do Weight Watchers. Weight Watchers changed the program just in the middle of November. So I just want to try something. I know a lot of people are probably rolling their eyes.
I am. Yeah, I did.
Do it. I don't care. But I need to do something. Stick to it.
No shit. No shit. Like, you need to do something and stick to it. That's why you shouldn't do the same thing that you fucking have done a million fucking times. Weight Watchers does not work for no shit. Just no shit. Are you serious? You should do something, stick to it. Oh my God, fucking shock. Are you fucking kidding me? I just don't even, we're gonna stop listening, because she really does just frustrate the fuck out of me. So my take, I'm gonna do some Q&A, but my take is that she really fucking should get weight loss surgery, because she's not like, I need to do something and stick to it. No shit. Like that is actually how anybody would fucking lose weight. The problem is she doesn't. So unless she gets weight loss surgery, I predict that before I retire from all this, which I'm retiring from all this shit at 55, at the latest. Before I retire, I will unfortunately be making a video talking about her death. Because she's going to, like, I just don't think she's not going to eat herself to death. Should this fall through, Weight Watchers isn't going to work. Keto's not going to work. Carnivore definitely wouldn't work. None of that shit. It's just not going to fucking, it's not going to work. I think this is a last ditch effort for her. And again, I'm not trying to be like down on her. I want everybody to be as positive as possible and encourage her to actually do this. Encourage her to get weight loss surgery, because I just don't think she's going to be able to do it without it. I just don't, you know. I bought the book, but I can't access it. Not this one you're talking about, but the other, fuck you're being fat. It says my account is deactivated. Can you, first of all, thank you for the $5 again. But your account is deactivated. Shoot me a message on, because I don't know your name, from Pollyanna. Maybe I'll check. Hang on a second. Pollyanna. One more second here. Oh, hang on a second. Okay, and Pollyanna, you're back on activated. I will send you that in a message right now. And then you're gonna have to, like, the thing is, to stay on the app, there has to be a monthly charge for it. So give me a second. Anyway, it'll be on there for you shortly. Okay. Thank you very much for letting me know, and thank you for the $5. Appreciate it. She refuses to be uncomfortable and unsatisfied. That's the thing. She's going to be very uncomfortable with the surgery, though, for a little while. I can tell you. Question: lipedema and weight loss. Does lipedema really stop weight loss? It doesn't necessarily stop it. People can still lose that fat. The energy is not going to go for anywhere, but that fat does not release like normal fat. So, oftentimes it needs to be. It needs to be suctioned out. Does our coaching include a meal plan? We have suggested meals and stuff like that, including a range of macros for everybody for an actual meal plan. Like, you should eat this. That is the top level tier of coaching, where we also do 2 personal workouts for you in a week. So that would be the intensive coaching for written out meal plan for you. But the other one does have a generalized suggested recipes, macros, and calorie range. We don't give calorie numbers. We give calorie range. You're very welcome, Pollyanna. We appreciate you. And Rachel, I just gave you the link for that. I've gone from 427 to 338 currently, and it's such a challenge, a change in mindset and motivation that you need to get into. She needs to get offline and focus on getting healthy, period. I absolutely, completely agree with you, first of all. And secondly, Erica, great motherfucking job. Holy shit. That's what a fucking hero does right there. No shit. Great goddamn job. You're saving your own life. But I completely agree, but she's not going to get offline. If she got offline, there'd be no money. I mean, that's the thing. There'd be no money. None. Question. What do you do for sleep? Ever since I've been working out and moving, I find myself with too much energy. There's lots of sleep routines to do before you even add any type of supplement, like contrast showers, 3 minutes hot, 1 minute cold, 2 minutes hot, 1 minute cold, 1 minute hot, 1 minute cold, stepping out into a nice cool room with extra blanket on you, drying off and letting the blankets kind of warm you up and relax you into sleep. Making sure you don't have caffeine past a certain time of day. If you have caffeine at noon, I would back that down to like 8 o'clock maximum for caffeine. Don't have sugar before with at all. Like, if you're having trouble sleeping, you shouldn't be ingesting sugar at all, frankly, because it's going to fuck up your sleep. And after that, I take a supplement called Ritual PM from Ambrosia Collective, and you can get that on the Ambrosia site. Why can't people like her just step away from junk food? Because it's an addiction, dude. I mean, like she's completely 100% addicted to the food, and it is just not. It's not a healthy relationship. Like she's not going to have a healthy relationship with this food. She's addicted to it, and that she needs intervention, just like any other addict. It's like think about it this way: an alcoholic has a hard time saying no to alcohol, right? But they can just avoid alcohol. Like somebody addicted to food has a hard time avoiding food. Somebody addicted to sugar has an extremely hard time in our society avoiding sugar. Extremely hard. Extremely hard. Won't she burst her stomach if she had weight loss surgery and had a big binge? Yep, happens. Absolutely. It's absolutely a possibility. Stay aware, want health is wealth. Keep you too, man. Love the content, by the way. Do you get a discount on coaching after paying for a consultation? Yes, you do. I discount off the first month. I discount the amount of the consultation off. So, Tajay, if you're interested, shoot me a message on the app, and we'll go from there because I have to do that special for you. Just so you know. Lacey shrinks. Now that I think about it, it makes sense why she goes to Walmart so frequently. She gets her binge food. Absolutely, 100%. I mean, she's addicted to this food. She's not going to stop this. Weight Watchers can tell her that she has so many points. Go on Weight Watchers website. There is like whole threads, not website, but go on their Weight Watchers Facebook groups. There's whole threads on how people can eat cheesecake on 0 points. Like make cheesecake and eat it on 0 points. It's fucking crazy. Turn off your screens an hour before bed. I swear it works. It works really, really, really well. Try not to eat within 3 hours of sleeping. I completely agree with that too. Over 400 pounds, 163.8 this morning. I love listening to Alan for years as inspiration. I dislike yelling, but my favorite YouTuber is on an angry dude. I don't give a fuck. That is. Thank you very much, but damn, that is some serious ass fucking results right there. That is some fucking hero shit right there. That's fucking amazing. How would you manage sweet cravings? Eat less sweets. I honestly just try to stay away from carbohydrates. I eat barely any processed carbohydrates at all, and I consider them just for pleasure, and I eat them in a controlled environment, normally outside of my house. I don't bring any processed carbohydrates for me to eat inside the house at all. I stay away from any sweet items until later on the day. For instance, here in a little bit, I haven't eaten yet, but here in a little bit, I'll probably have some eggs and maybe some beef, some ground beef. And besides that, I will make sure that I later on today possibly have like a sweet potato or something like that, or just some potatoes, depending on whether I want sweet. I'll have a sweet potato if I want sweet. I'll have like home fries with a little bit of mustard if I want savory. But I will have that later on in the evening, probably about 2 to 3 hours before I go to bed. That way, if I do have insulin cravings or sugar cravings, as you're calling them, that way it would, sweet cravings, as you're calling them, that way if I would have them, it would only be towards the end of the night and I could just go to sleep. So, and also, same thing, make sure you get at least an ounce of fluid per pound of body mass. Try to front load that 75% before your midday. You know, all the stuff I talk about all the time. I struggle with binge eating, with binge eating and food addiction every day. It is not easy. I completely agree. It is not easy some days. That's for fucking sure. Funny thing is though, I like sweets in rice, potatoes, and fried chicken. That's my weak point. I got to watch out for that shit too. No shit. I will say that drinking a ton of water and the no morbidity has helped me a lot with the binge and the food addiction. Thank you very much. It has helped me. I'm a year and 10 months, almost a year and 11 months. I haven't binged. I can't believe it. I really can't. And I say that to people, like that's not a selling point because I'm not guaranteeing that for everybody. I'm very diligent about this. Crystal and I literally wrote the book on the hunger management method, on our hunger management method. Plus I'm on, daily supplementation, plus very meticulous about my micronutrient supplementation, stuff like that, the food quality I eat, everything. But I will gladly trade that off. I will gladly do all these things. 1, because I love it. And 2, it's my job. But 3, because it is helping me prevent the binge. And that is the biggest fucking thing. That is the biggest thing. The tenets we teach, we coach people, our clients, and hold them accountable to help build the habits to avoid binging for the most part. Even if it's just to help people lose weight. Took 8 years of diet and exercise and lifestyle change. Thank you. That's fucking amazing. Great goddamn job. In the 150s for the first time in my adult life, started at 240. Fucking hero. That's out goddamn standing. This is the energy that society needs. Not people saying like, you'll accept me for me and blah, blah, blah. We should accept everybody for everybody, but everybody should try their best to be the healthiest version of themselves, for their families, for our society, for our country, for the fucking planet. Question: do you have any tips on how to talk to a loved one who is in a complete state of total denial about their eating and health problems? Aunt thinks it's the metabolism, not the eating, slowing her down. I'm pretty fucking honest, just to be real. And Crystal was pretty honest with me when I was having trouble. So I believe in just being bluntly honest. And if they don't like it, be like, I'm sorry, but it's what it is. How many days a week do you intermittent fast? I don't consider it intermittent fasting. It's just kind of how I eat. I don't ever, I eat breakfast like on vacation. I normally eat my first meal after I've talked to you guys. It's not even my first meal. It's my first bit of food. After I've spoken to you guys, normally about 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. And I just hydrate up until that point. I have, like this morning, before I did morning calls, I had a half an Ember, all the ingredients to product 2, my multivitamin, and my golden for joint stuff, my inflammation stuff, golden. Boom. And then a little right before I got on here with you guys, I had my second half of Ember. I had all the ingredients for product 2 again, and this is my this will make 140 ounces of fluid for the day. And then here, probably about 3 or 4 o'clock, I'm going to, after I make a bunch of quick videos and stuff, I'll eat eggs. And like I said, eggs and probably some ground meat, maybe some cheese. And then I will have no morbidity right after that. And then I might have, like I said, either a sweet potato or some pan fried potatoes, depending on how I feel. And the sweet potato would probably just have a sweet potato with a little bit of butter and some cinnamon and nutmeg on it. No sugar, no nothing like that, because it's sugar itself. So, but I don't consider it intermittent fasting. It's just how I eat, and that's every day besides vacation. Like I don't eat breakfast. I don't. There's not most people. Unless you're an athlete, just to be real. Unless you are an athlete, you do not need to feed your activity. Unless you're an athlete. Unless you're an athlete that's not currently fat as fuck, you do not need to feed your activity for the day. You've got plenty of energy on you that you want your body to use. People eat breakfast because 2 things. 3 things. 1, they've always been told that they're supposed to. They've been told it's the most important meal of the day, blah, blah, blah. That's a bunch of bullshit that Andrew Kellogg created in order to get people to buy his fucking breakfast cereal. Look at the fuck up. That's just true. Secondly, they think that they need it because they feel like they're hungry, when in fact, most of the time they're just very thirsty because they haven't drank any fluid for 10 fucking hours. And they've, through expiration, perspiration, and releasing of waste from the body and urine, they have dehydrated themselves. So they eat their thirst. And 3, they just want the fucking food. So there's no need for most people that need to lose a significant amount of weight to eat breakfast at all anyway, yet alone. The fact that it normally triggers biological processes. Depending on what you eat, it causes sugar spikes throughout the course of the day. It's going to keep you hungrier. I mean, I am just not hungry. I mean, I'm the things I'm on, Ember, no morbidity, and product 2, I don't have physical hunger. I just don't. I still have emotional hunger. I still get cravings sometimes because I'll get stressed because life is fucking stressful. I get death threats fairly fucking often, but I don't get physical hunger at all. Like we've found a way between how I eat, the food that I eat, and the supplements I take that I don't actually get physical hunger. Sometimes I'll get craving because I start feeling restricted from certain items, which is why like once a week, I make sure that I have an item just for pleasure. We outline all of this, by the way, in this book right up here, Beyond Willpower, the Hunger Management Method, which you can get right here. Boom. Along with our coaching, so you should check that out. Brilliant. How are you? My favorite sweet treat is baked sweet potato with mashed with cinnamon. It is outstanding. It really is. It's amazing. Great fiber, great antioxidants. The cinnamon is a fabulous herb or fabulous ingredient that has a blood sugar regulation effect to it also. So that's amazing. Side note, if anyone's having sweet cravings this holiday season, I swear a sugar-free hot cocoa made from scratch is satisfying. I would have to take your word for it. Anyway, last couple questions here, guys. Before I go, let's see here. Hope you're well, joining a live stream after a while. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you. And sweet potatoes are awesome. Absolutely. Cinnamon is great for you. It truly is. Guys, I am a little over the time limit. So in closing, I really hope, one, you check out Beyond Willpower, the Hunger Management Method gives you our app for a week, or excuse me, for a month. So please do check that out. I would be very, very happy to talk to you. It gives you hunger management support groups where I keep track of my nutrition, my supplements, those sort of things. Or you could get our coaching, No Morbidity, which is right up here. We'll be back for sale here within the next week or two on all the websites. So please do check that out. And if you, let me get this for you guys here. If you want to, here we are. Ow. That hurt. She's being crabby today. If you wanted to check out any of the things on Ambrosia website, you can check them out right here and use the code COO for 5% off of anything you purchase. So please do check that out. I hope everybody has a great day. I will be back tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Don't know what I'm going to talk about yet, but we'll be talking about something. Hope all of you have a great day. Follow me, by the way, follow me on Twitter because I've been going off all day about shit non-fitness related. So do check that out. God damn.